Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up here. We're doing a couple things different. You might notice we're a little under construction here, rearranging the desk and trying to make it a little bit better, easier to use and stuff. This year is kind of it's going to be different for me because in past years, every year I've added a new locker. So if you've been watching me since 2016, it was just this one locker that used to be over here. And then the next year I added this locker, which looked pretty good, except it wasn't balanced. And see, I'm a Libra, and balance is everything. So last year I built this one, but I ain't got no more space to build any more lockers. So we're going to try and streamline the setup here. That I moved the other computer on this side, so I got one for this hand, one for this hand, and just trying some different things. And we're probably going to rearrange some of the stuff that's up there and just make it so it's better. My wife always tells me that I have too much stuff and that it looks too cramped. So we're paring down some of the stuff in here, trying to make it look better. But that's not why you tuned in this morning. Some of you tuned in this morning because you want to call me an idiot and say I'm just a Dak Prescott lover and I'm delusional. I don't know what I'm talking about and yada, yada, yada. Some of you come in just to have your morning cup of coffee and get up with the latest news that's going on with the Cowboys. And then some of you, I just don't know why you're here. I guess you just got no place to go. You got no place to go. But here we are, the 13th, 13th of February. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Don't wait till tomorrow afternoon and end up getting that saggy pair of, worn out roses and be that guy at the grocery store trying to get a Valentine's Day card and everything else for your lady and get cussed out. Take care of that shit today. Today. Don't say I didn't remind you that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Get stuff while the getting is still good. Okay. So it looks like this is going to be the year of quarterback musical chairs. It looks like there's so many quarterbacks that are going to be out this year. And, we're hearing rumors. I woke up this morning where they were talking about Mathew Stafford, that a trade has been in the works. Now, their GM is now denying it and saying, oh, no, that's not the case. But we have been hearing that a trade has been in the works for a couple of weeks. And there was a tweet or an Instagram post by Mathew Stafford's wife who said she would like to stay in California. Philip Rivers was just or come to a conclusion with his team that he can go elsewhere. Mutually agreed, supposedly. So that means, of course, that the Chargers have an opening. Mathew Stafford, still only 11-year veteran, could have some good miles left on it. And the Lions, with the number 3 pick, I believe it is, they could be in line to try and get a quarterback. Interesting. Of course, Miami Dolphins are in line to get a quarterback. So now all of a sudden you see teams that are changing up what they're doing. And I think what it is you've had a revolution in style of quarterbacks. Because you see Andy Dalton, the Bengals have said, we'll work with you to make a trade so that way you can go where you want to go. So you're seeing the guys that are going on the streets. You're seeing the Mathew Staffords. You're seeing the Andy Daltons. You're seeing the Phillip Rivers. Cam Newton is speculated that he's going to be able to go elsewhere, although he's not of that same kind of mold. He's been a quarterback who's mobile and more kind of like the new age quarterback, but he's just been battered and bruised quite a bit, and I think a new start for him would be good. But what you're seeing is the traditional quarterback in the NFL is dying out. The straight up pocket passer is going. Offenses have evolved into a multi-tool quarterback. You look at Lamar Jackson, what he was able to do because of his legs, it made it easier for him to pass as well. But he also is a damn good passer as well. But here's the thing. Much like when RG3 came through, RG3 wasn't a great passer. RG3 was an incredible runner who made you worry about him taking it to the house. When you have that dynamic, then defenses can't cover the receiver and stop the quarterback. One of those two things has to give. And if you have a quarterback who can move, get outside and put that run pass option on you, more times than not, you're going to lose. You've seen Russell Wilson lead his team in rushing as well as being a deadly passer. You've seen Colin Kaepernick take the 49ers to a Super Bowl. You've seen these young guys that are now, everybody's looking around and saying, I want that kind of guy. You're seeing the Kyler Murrays. Haskins doesn't have the passing arm yet. The jury's still out on that. But you're seeing that is the evolution of quarterback. Quarterback that's more of a college quarterback that can run and throw and do a little bit of everything. So the Lions, having Mathew Stafford for all those years, having a high draft pick, say right now, we can try and get something from Mathew Stafford and draft the guy we want to start over the future. We're just going to reset it. Although, again, their GM denies that they're doing that. Cincinnati Bengals, they look at it the same way as well. There's only so many quarterbacks out there to draft. And I can guarantee you that there'll be some of the talking heads out there that'll say, Mathew Stafford, yeah, take him for the Cowboys. FYI, Matthew Stafford's cap number is about $29 million this year, the highest in the NFL. Just putting that out there, just to say that. And all those who are talking about Dak Prescott, don't pay him. Well, Matthew Stafford is 0-3 in the playoffs. Was at one point the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And doesn't have a winning percentage. So there's that. You're also looking at Tom Brady possibly being a free agent, although I think New England will re-sign him. That's just my gut feeling. I think they're going to let him shop himself around and come back and match the offer. Teddy Bridgewater might be out there. I think that might be a mistake for the Saints to go ahead and stick with Tyson Hill, who's only had 13 passes in his career, but hey, what do I know? So you're seeing all this upheaval. And as we see all these guys out here, I'm going to take the other side of the equation. You got Matthew Stafford, you can trade for. You got Tom Brady, who you can sign as a free agent. Cam Newton, maybe a trade. Andy Dalton, a trade. Or Phillip Rivers. Those guys are out there. Or you can try and trade Dak and draft a guy. If you believe that Dak Prescott is not the guy, which one of those things, or is there another plan that fits the bill of making this team better than with Dak Prescott? That's the question. I always hear Dak trash cut, dink and dunk Dak, even though Dak's actual passes per completion are higher than Carson Wentz's. Although Carson Wentz does destroy Dak Prescott when it comes to fumbles. Even though their statistics are pretty similar, although Dak is leading on a bunch of them, people will say that Carson Wentz is a better quarterback, which is fine. It's okay. But I honestly want your opinion. I get tired of people who say there's a problem but don't have an answer for a solution. So if you're going to say that he is the problem and you get rid of him, then tell me what is a better solution, because I have yet to hear somebody come up with a better solution and why it works than what we have. What I get is, oh, well, whenever somebody comes up with one, you just block them. No, I don't block anybody. The only people, and let me explain something to you. There are key words out there that get blocked. This is a channel that has young people in here, has some really nice ladies in here. They have people that are older like me that don't want to hear MF this, kiss my blank, the blank that. So there are key words out there. If you say suck my, it's not going to show. If you say F this, it's not going to show. It's not that I'm banning you, it's just that there's no need for that. If you have to revert to that for your argument, then you've already lost. So I want to hear, what is the solution to get the Dallas Cowboys offense better without Dak Prescott? Let's see if you can do it. Leave it in the comments. And I go through, I'm trying to read as many as possible between the time that I have for my day job and this, that, and the other. I try to. And I've been pinning up really nice comments and responding to ones that, as much as possible. So we'll continue to try and do that and try and continue to take this to another level. And if you could come up with a solution that is a viable solution that makes this team better without Dak Prescott, I'm more than happy to give you a shot glass rack. Not a shot glass, a shot glass rack to put them on. Because the bottom line is this. I love Dak Prescott. But I want my Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. And I don't care who it is that gets them to the Super Bowl. If you got a viable reason, a way of making the team better, I'm all for it. So hit me up with that. And I'll talk to you guys later. Gotta go handle some business.